Hello and welcome to our Lifestream D&D campaign, currently with the tentative title of Equivocation. I'm your DM Hesper, and I'm here with our usual crew of, uh, chaos, whatever you want. Anyways, uh, as last time, you guys were basically, with the exception of Goose, who me not having to control him, went and piddled around in the room. The rest of you guys decided to figure out what your options were with going around, figuring out kind of what options you guys had available to you. Decided to gather some supplies, managed to get a map of Preoli, uh, some other odds and ends. Did manage to eventually take the wagon to Brom, over at the Rainy Table Carpentry. Did manage to get him to agree to fix both wagons, though you were kind of stuck to midday again, for him being able to repair that. Seems like he knows a little bit of information, but you guys didn't seem to really pry too much into anything about that. Uh, Guys did decide to go ahead and fix up the physician's wagon and probably going to end up taking that along with you guys. As you guys were kind of told that he's more than likely probably not too terribly far out of town due to probably lack of supplies and such. Um, After which you guys went to Sweet Dreams pasture. Managed to buy a horse. Um, Specifically, an A bought a horse.
What kind of
And
horse?
it's big.
The thickest
Okay,
horse.
I'm gonna
Uh,
say he got a Frisian.
Anyways, at the same time, Umi was kind of wrapping up her experiences, um, getting a gift from Star and a letter. Had a little bit of a talk with Gravemaker, though it seems like Umi made things more awkward than what they had to be. Uh, they both of them hopped onto the wagon, their previous employer, and headed out. After which, you guys decided to get a hold of Umi, check up on Goose, and head over to the Snake Mark family estate, and decide you guys have time. Might as well look at this offer. As you guys are taken into the estate and basically led into a waiting parlor, talk to the head of the family, who gave you guys told you guys that he would be paying you guys 25 gold up front and 50 gold and 50 more upon completion. And depending if you found that this break-in linked to one of the families, depending on which one, he would increase how much the pay would be. As you guys decided to go ahead and and take up and investigate this job, finding out that seems more like some creature managed to break in here and making off with the food. You guys tracked down these creatures and found them kind of in a mountain-esque kind of, well, not really mountains, but really high rocky hills and such. You guys managed to find like a cave that they were kind of hanging out of in front. Uh, Trying to do something with cutting your hand and spraying blood at people at them. Harrow. Eventually, it just ended up becoming to a fight as you guys basically came into their territory. Wasn't a very long fight. Couple of them seemed to have tried to get away from you guys, but unfortunately were not able to. And as we pick up, you guys have just killed the third of these 3 creatures. He's kind of cat owlish kind of hybrid.
Do they have any pockets?
No, it's very easy to see that these creatures do not have any kind of pockets.
Okay, just thought I'd ask.
Though the one that you're kind of up there towards, like I said, was going to that cave before you felled it.
All right.
Pazuzu's looking pretty hurt. I'm just gonna take that off because these guys are just dead.
Why is there a mud hand there?
That was
That's me.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a Rue thing.
Yeah, between Rue and Freyja, they did like a bunch of interesting things in battle to help us out.
Yeah, so like I said, last we left off, Rue's currently giving his earthen grass spell a manicure. Apparently, at this point,
Mhm, mhm. As you
uh,
do.
what are you guys doing at this point?
Have we already beheaded one of them? Because that's a thing our party likes to do, is take trophies
Yes.
from things we've killed.
No, none of them have been beheaded.
Oh, I thought I beheaded one.
It just seems like something you would do.
I don't think so.
Well, we did, I thought, because we want to take it back as proof of
Yeah.
what we found.
No, you guys haven't cut off any of the heads, I don't think. What happened, if I remember the kills right, one of them, I think Pazuzu killed with with one of his holy fire spells. Another one, Aster smacked with a stick and it died, and Umi cut the other one as it was trying to run away from her. Well, so cut the back half of it.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I'm gonna behead one. I'll behead this one
Okay.
and take that and a feather so that I can match it up to the
Okay.
what we found inside.
And
Okay.
one more table talk thing for planning is we're going in that cave, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
We should probably make sure Pazuzu's okay before we enter, though, in case there's more.
If I remember right, Pazuzu's just I think he casted healing word on himself and then just plopped onto the ground. And he's just laying there on the ground.
Yeah.
currently.
Wait, I use actual spells, right? None of my spell slots are gone.
I
They
think
never come off for me.
Yeah, I always have to manually
Well,
do it.
yeah, I usually do. But
yeah.
I
I
don't
think
remember if I actually casted any spells. I thought
think
I
it was
did.
Archer people.
I think the only spell that you casted that requires a spell slot was healing word. Everything else I think you used as your free cast guiding bolts. Because you remember you get those as your class.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and take one off, and I'll go ahead and give myself another one.
Okay, so you're gonna give yourself another.
Well, that didn't work.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's acting a little funky.
Speaking of spells, real quick, Hesper, I have ritual casting, but how do I know what I can do
Oh.
as a ritual casting?
Simple.
Here, I'll go over and show her real quick.
Yeah. But
They
generally
they have an R in a black square.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
Oh.
you don't have any. You have concentration based square.
Okay.
But if you did have one, here I'll just kind of show you real quick because I can edit one of them just to show you. I think I thought they had the. Oh yeah. See how I changed your mischief to have an R next to it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, those mean that you have a ritual spell.
Okay. I thought I had some. That's why I was confused. Like, I don't see nothing that says it's ritual. But okay.
No,
Got
you
it.
don't. You did not choose any ritual spells.
Sorry, first time full spell cast, so I had to ask. But thank
I
you.
know the feel.
No problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyways, 13 out of 26. Yeah, you're still technically bloodied. You give yourself another healing word, whatever that word is.
I can hit you with a cure wounds if you want me to use that spell slot.
I was like, I have a healing hands. I don't know.
I mean, I'm at like half health.
I was talking about for taking the red dot off because half is still technically
Mhm.
bloodied. But yeah.
If you want, I can
Technically,
healing
bloodied is the
hands. Yeah.
best kind of bloodied.
Yeah, sure. If you want to give me one,
I got one per long rest, and I never use it. So
just
Yeah, I
just
would
touch
always
me.
forget
Touch
about
me
that.
the right way, baby.
Yeah, just touch me.
Give me that heal. Just give me a little touch.
I clicked it, but nothing happened. Hang on. There we go. Oh,
Okay.
I think roll
so,
20 is just a little slow.
Yeah, it's a little odd right now.
Okay, so another 3 points.
I guess I caressed you and gave you 3 healing points.
Oops. Not what I meant to do. I meant to do.
Cool.
Turn that off. There we go. Okay. All right.
Well, I wanted because we didn't determine what exactly these things were, did we?
Not really, no. You just know that they're kind of cat panther like and very large and owl-ish like too.
Well, I want to take a closer look at them, see if they're. If I can't identify what they are, just if they're natural.
Hesper, I would
yeah.
like to sketch one in my book or in one of my parchments or something.
Okay, nature check then for you, Pazuzu. Just do me a general dexterity roll, Aster. 6.
Oh,
You.
I kind of kick it. Yep, that thing looks like it's got some feathers, all right.
Yeah, it's not really your forte, should we say? And you know, you got other aspects of nature that you feel more in tune to than these strange creatures. I mean, no, it's not. It's not a bean with stick legs. It's just very rough. It's a very rough drawing. It's not smooth or fluid or anything like that. Definitely a lot more used to writing your kanjis and stuff than you are
Mm-hmm.
sketching creatures. Anyways, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna gesture to as a character gesture to Freya and Rue. Do you guys want to go over to the cave? Let's go together. I don't want them to be behind in case there's another monster.
Okay.
Yep, on my way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, am I still flying?
With the time that they probably took to look at I mean, your thing only lasts a minute, so you probably
Okay.
were when you went to go do your thing to Feugy, but then shortly after that, I'd say it probably wore off. As you guys are going through this and stuff, and decapitating the head off of one of these creatures, and so on and so forth. Like I said, it takes probably a good while with your sword to finally cut through the head, but you do manage to cut through and uh, take it off. Like I said, it has a pretty decent amount of muscle to it, and it doesn't snap cleanly. It doesn't snap easily, I should say.
Okay,
It's
and
more-
I'd like to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No,
I'd also like to take some samples of the feathers, as we talked about before.
that's easy. Just
Okay.
plucking some feathers off the body. That doesn't. The thing that takes most time is probably, like I
It's
said,
a decapitation.
taking the head off. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw my greatsword out and cut it my hands, or I guess my shoulder one more time, just so I guess I still have. Just want to make sure I have Rite of Flame on still.
If you never really let go of the sword, it would still be on fire technically.
Well, I was attacking with my claws originally.
Oh, I thought you were attacking with your sword. Yeah, then
No.
yeah, you if you want to do that, you would have to do that. Or you could just light a torch.
I was more like preparing for if there was something else in there.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, if you want to remove, I mean, yeah, I guess technically while you're still in this form, you could still have your claws, but
Yeah,
if you wanna do your sword, then you would have to do more damage to yourself.
that's fine.
Okay. So as
Didn't
you
even
hurt
fire
yourself
with.
as you hurt yourself for another 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Your sword, just lights in the flame. Um, as you guys start approaching this cave, looking inside, it's not a very deep cave. It's not. It's probably maybe about a good 30, 35 feet to the back of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Did you freeze, Feugy?
Hmm.
Yep.
Oh God.
You just noticed.
He put it in chat. He had a funny look on his face for quite some
Yeah,
time,
he was
and he wasn't
scowling.
blinking.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
He beat
Got-
me in a staring contest.
I just don't get why my computer hates D&D. Like I've been on it all weekend, but
Mhm.
always freezes during D&D.
Well,
Next time try a different web browser. It might be something like that.
Have you tried not sucking?
You know
If
what?
you have,
Yeah, there's that.
No, I have not.
anyway,
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
as I was saying, as you guys start making your way into this cave, like I said, it's probably about a good 35 fish feet, give or take, to the back of this. One part of it seems to kind of hook around and curve behind part of a cave wall. So you really can't see off to the left, but everything from basically this kind of the side of the cave wall all the way to the right, you can definitely see in here. With the positioning of the sun and such, there's in your sword and stuff, there's a pretty decent amount of light coming in here. Uh yeah. So as you guys are at the mouth of this cave, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna motion to the group. I'm gonna go in first
Okay.
and poke my head in there and see what's around further.
Okay.
Go more
So
detail.
Oh, I have light. Do you want me to cast light?
I mean, I have dark vision and my blades is on fire, so up to you.
Ah, we're probably okay then.
Yeah, because he said we had decent vision.
yeah, I mean, those of you who have dark vision, it's basically like normal. People who don't, which I think the only one who doesn't is an A.
Mhm.
You would have disadvantage seeing in here because it's dark, but for everybody else, it's kind of not. They can make out details just fine. You're about the only one who can't see in
Oh,
here
wait,
really.
wait. I go into owl vision.
Okay.
I put
Okay.
the owl perches on my shoulder, and I go into owl vision.
Okay, it's a little disorienting for you because now your head is your vision slightly shifted over as opposed to where you're walking because your owl's not sitting on top of your head. Or if your owl's sitting on your staff or whatever, and then it's perched further back and stuff like that, It's a little awkward, but doable.
Mhm.
Uh, all right.
Okay, and I kind
So,
of stumble behind Harrow.
okay.
What?
Okay. So are you doing anything in here? Are you just looking, or what are you looking for?
I'm looking to see if there's like a nest or maybe potentially any man-made items left behind remnants if these are not actually natural creatures.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and uh, yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Mhm.
15. Okay. Looking around here, I would say about the only man-made thing that you would see, that you would see, might be it's like some remnants of like cloth, which bending down, picking up, and looking at it, it kind of looks like burlap sack and stuff that would have been holding the food that these creatures probably ran off with.
Okay, so this is not like remnants of potentially a lab or anything. It's just strictly a cave with
Yeah,
bits and pieces of their food and stuff.
yeah.
Well,
And then I would say you kind of hear very slightly and off to the distance, kind of further where you can't see. You hear slight wrestling or
Wrestling.
rustling.
Wrestling.
Rustling, not
The
wrestling.
grave
Sorry.
digger beat us to it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, there's rustling in the distance. I turn around
Yeah.
and make signs to Ane. I point to that direction and then point to my eyes and then point to my ears.
Okay.
There's rustling.
while they're doing that, I don't want to go in the cave. I want to
Uh-huh.
just stay off to the side and start doing a ritual cast of detect magic.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
I would like to do something similar. Can I detect good and evil?
Yeah, you can detect good and evil. Sees if you can detect what fiends, fae, undead, and celestials.
I will click it. Aberration,
Oh,
celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet.
okay. Yeah. So as you
So I
cast that,
kind of head towards the wrestling in the nearby shrubbery.
yeah. Yeah, as you're kind of sitting here and you cast your spell and as you're feeling out your senses and such, nothing fits that description.
Okay.
And yeah, looking around with your Batman vision after your ritual, there's nothing magical out here.
Okay. I'm gonna go further and
Okay.
slowly with my guard up.
Okay. So as you make your way further, it's probably about a good 20 feet before it starts curving off into that little indent. As you look back in that way, it seems like the cave, the top of it gets a little lower, and you notice kind of back here looks like just like looks like a giant for these creatures. Probably not giant, but for what you would expect, a pretty big giant nest is basically what you see kind of over this overhang.
A nest of babies. They're reproducing.
You don't know. Like I said, you hear a slight rustling noise, but uh
Ah.
like I said, you hear rustling, but not quite sure without getting a closer look. Like I said, you're still a decent ways away because it's probably about another 20-25 feet to actually get back there to where the nest is.
Okay. Is anyone
Well,
else
I want,
coming in with me? Oh,
yeah,
go
I
ahead.
want to stay, like 10 feet behind her to be safe. But
Okay.
I'm just looking around with my detect magic. I doubt I'm not expecting to see anything, but
Nope.
looking around.
Nope.
I'm
Yeah, I'm probably
hanging back,
wandering
but
around
I'm in there.
I'm probably wandering around in owl vision and detect evil and good vision.
Yours isn't so much vision as it's just kind of like spider sense and like zing, like
I get
hair
bad
stands on end.
vibes.
Yeah, basically you get bad vibes when things are nearby. Because it doesn't really say that yeah, and you're not really getting any consecrated or desecrated feelings either from here. So seems pretty natural to you. So,
Or,
like I said, go ahead.
uh, all right. Well, I'm gonna move forward slowly again.
Okay.
and see if I can find out how many bebes are in there.
Okay, so as you eventually start getting closer, you start hearing I guess I guess you start hearing like mewing, like very
Oh
softly.
no.
As
Babies.
as you eventually do get close enough and look in there, there are two still eyes closed, ears folded down, looking at these and these are not very old at all.
Oh
Aw,
no, I'm
man.
going to sheath my weapon and approach these babies because I don't want to kill them, but if the party's okay with it, maybe we could raise them.
We should keep one as a pet. Yes, I agree.
There's two of them.
There's two
Oh
of them.
Bebes.
man.
There's two
All right.
bebes.
We should definitely raise these little babies.
Okay. Well, I guess roll me a nature check and
Can
see if
I
you
assist with that?
Yeah, if you want to.
All right.
Okay. All right, babies.
Six, 16. Looking at it and at the situation, it will be it will be quite it might be doable, but it will be a struggle.
Can
Yeah.
I pull out some like jerky or something from my provisions and offer it to one of them?
With your nature check, I would say you can probably tell that these things are like not even these things are like 3, maybe 4 days old.
Oh, they need like milk.
They don't have teeth. Yeah, they don't have teeth or anything like that.
Are there like
They're
eyes
probably
still
not
closed
even steady
too?
on their feet.
Yeah,
their
their
eyes
eyes
are
are
closed.
closed.
Yeah, eyes are closed, ears are still
Oh,
folded.
no.
I mean, they're basically dead, right?
Guys, I hate to say it, but I think we need to kill these babies.
Two bebes.
Put them out of their misery.
Man.
It's your call.
Man.
Thinking about it and stuff, when the other two, the smaller two, were trying to run back here, probably assuming that those were the mothers, and then when they're running back here, they're probably going to get the cubs and run.
The
Oh.
babies.
So we've
Now I
already
just feel
killed
like
the
an
babies.
asshole.
I mean, there's still a chance.
We are pretty much the worst.
Yeah. I don't want to kill them. So that's just one vote.
I mean, we could take them to the place where we bought the horses.
Yeah, maybe she could help us. Nurse the babies back to health.
But they're monsters, so they're probably just gonna end up killing them there.
Well, maybe we can get milk from her, like buy some kitten milk.
Goat milk or something.
Some cat milk. So something to help us raise the babies.
Yeah, Prairie Coast is definitely known for their abundance of cat milk.
Yeah.
It's just got
Regular milk.
all these milkable cats.
We have a female Leonin in the party.
No, no. You stop that right now.
You could be a wet nurse.
I hate you all.
All right. Well.
Yeah, just waiting for one of you guys. Hey, where did Star go?
Yeah, Star could be a foster mother.
So we're going to have a wagon tomorrow. Let's say maybe we want to take these with us and try to at least like get them situated to maybe go out into the wild on their own. No idea how long that takes, but maybe we can keep them in our wagon once we get it. The only issue is getting them to survive up to when we have the wagon, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we could. Some of us can stay at the cave while we get them food, and then the other party can present the information and tell them that we destroyed them.
It's up to you guys.
If
Like I
somebody's
said,
staying behind, I have a vote as to who. And
Okay.
I think it makes sense that Umi stays because she's cat.
I'll stay.
Okay, Rue and Umi.
Bye.
I think I'll stay with Umi and Rue. I'll hunt meat for them, and
They can't chew.
they might. Well, you know, in the wild, cubs are born with teeth, so
These are like cat owl bear things.
they have beaks. Don't they have beaks, Hesper? We just
Nope.
have to make their food like squishy. Someone, Umi's gonna have to
Someone's
chew
gonna
their
have to baby bird
food
them.
and baby bird them.
Are you
Why
volunteering?
why is this automatically my job?
They're like giving you a hard time.
Just go hunting for a pregnant cat.
I will chew their food and offer them. Fine, since Umi doesn't want to be a surrogate mother.
I am not ready to be a mother. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the three of you are staying behind. Then I take it.
Yeah, can I look at Ane? Could you ask that lady for some formula or something for animals? Maybe
Are we
for
referring
cubs?
to the
Stable lady.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Sure.
Some orphaned cubs in the wild.
Okay. All right.
And I hand over the head to Ane along with the feather. Actually, I'll give it to Pazuzu along with the feathers.
Thank you. I don't want to touch that.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. So the weak group somehow gonna carry this head back to town.
It's not like it's going to struggle.
No, but it's probably pretty big and awkward, and I know you have a negative. I'm pretty sure she has a negative. The only one I don't know about is Pazuzu.
What's
Yeah,
the
I got a
diameter of the
negative.
skull?
It's pretty big. I mean, like I said,
We can fucking roll a caveman style if we have to.
I guess I'm just trying to think here. Well, the creature's about the same size, so
I
I would
mean,
I would assume probably maybe about the same size as like a tiger. So maybe not as big as I was thinking it was going to be.
okay.
But yeah, these creatures size, and maybe a little bit bigger than a tiger, but roughly around that size.
I mean, tiger heads aren't that heavy. You can carry one for quite a while.
Yeah.
No,
take turns.
Do you know from experience, there, Feugy?
I mean, I assume.
Yeah, you said that with authority.
I mean, it's like a human head weighs 5 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Tiger head is twice as big as a human head, so we're looking at 10, 15 pounds. The skull with brains. I think they can rotate the head around, pass it around.
Yeah, I don't know. I was, like I said, I was thinking it was bigger, but I'm like, well, no,
Okay.
not really that big. So yeah, so
All right. Well, we'll take care of the baby.
okay. So is you go?
One more thing to look for. Do we see any signs of the missing I'll call it food stuff from Snake Mark?
The rucksack?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's torn sacks in here. There's bits of uneaten food. There's a carcass in here. Just
okay.
Various food things that they've kind of stockpiled.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'll grab one of the torn empty sacks.
Okay, easy enough.
Is there an intact sack that they can put the head in?
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll do that instead.
Not really
Does it
intact
have
because
anything here have their logo on it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's easy enough to find something with a marking on it, but
Wait a minute, wait a
but
minute, wait a minute. Sorry.
go ahead.
These sacks were taken by these creatures specifically, which means whatever this family sells is technically something this creature can eat.
Yep. So smart of you, Rue. Very smart. Let's look around and see if there's something that the babies can eat from this pile of food.
I will probably tell you with your previous nature check and stuff, looking at it, they look like that they're stockpiling the food so the mothers would have enough to eat to produce enough for the babies.
Hmm.
Okay, so these creatures are cat-like with nipples, or are they owl-like?
You can
More.
go out. You can go out and examine them if you want to.
Do
I
they
mean,
have nipples? I
Yeah,
need
if they
to know
have
this.
nipples, then
'Cause it-
okay, milk.
How
If
many are
no
they?
nipples,
That's where they have 15.
Yeah. If they have no nipples, we can give them solid foods for them to like swallow as long as it's pre-chewed. Let's have a look.
Yeah. Doesn't take you too terribly long after investigating the bodies and stuff like that for what you're looking for. They do have.
Nipples.
well,
Mhm.
fuck. Okay, so we need milk.
Yeah.
N- Seems like these creatures, probably from the looks of how many babies there are here and how many they possess, that they don't seem to have very large litters.
Yeah, there's only 2 babies, right?
Yeah, there's 2 babies, and looking through them, the one that you beheaded and the one that's next to the thing were both females. The other one was looking at it is a male.
Can you still produce milk after you die?
Oh my
No, I don't think so.
Ooh.
I mean, you know what would be stored?
I
There,
mean,
like I said, there is still some in there.
okay, let's milk them. I pour out my water skin and attempt to milk these corpses while they go and turn in. We each get a body. Come on, guys.
44-20. Okay.
Let's go. Let's go milk these. What do you want me to roll with this, Hesper? Nature?
I would say it's probably not too terribly difficult. Just roll me a general dexterity.
Alright, let's have a try. Normal. Let's do this, please. An 11.
11. You're decent enough. Probably not as much as you were hoping, but you do manage to about maybe halfway.
On one corpse? Do I have to do it for each one, right?
No, this is both of them.
All
If
3 of them?
you-
Oh, right. One's mine.
One's male. So
Yeah,
I
no
don't think
milk
you.
then.
I don't think you want that milk.
Oh no,
No.
don't milk that one.
You
Not
can milk
how.
anything with nipples, Hesper.
Yeah, good. Alright.
Anyways,
So, got that, and then you guys go get some cow milk or something.
okay. So the other 3 of you, as you head back to town, probably doesn't take you nearly as long as it did for tracking. Probably about an hour and a half. By the time you guys got done with that, so by the time you guys get back, it's probably about 5:30 in the afternoon. So you guys make your way back to the outskirts of Rio Style.
I'm sorry, Hesper. I just can't follow. Let's roll to milk this corpse. I can't follow that.
I'm sorry.
I mean, they're freshly dead. Too bad they didn't pump before fighting.
Hey, we might have saved those babies' lives with with that little bit.
Alright, go get milk.
So, like I said, by the time you 3 make it back, it's about 5:30.
Well, I'm going to swing by the inn real quick just to pick up Goose.
Okay, yeah. Goose doing since I didn't get any information or anything like that. Pretty useless. How should I say? Tinkering information. So didn't really make any progress there on any of that stuff. So just piddling around.
All right, I just bust in the door. Hey, Goose, we got to go get some milk. Let's go.
Do you think he has this muted?
He's pushed. Bubba's pushed to talk.
I don't think he was prepared.
He just got up and walked away.
All right, well, he's following us now.
All right, we'll just say that he's following you guys then. Anyways,
You know,
all right.
every stream you introduce us as like your chaotic D&D group or whatever. So here we are.
Yeah, pretty much. All right.
All right, so we head to the stables.
Okay. All right. So as you guys make your way over to the I believe it was Sweet Dreams pastures.
It was rainy something probably. Like everything is rainy.
No.
Oh, it is
wasn't.
Sweet Dreams.
Yeah, Sweet Dreams pasture. I just wanted to make sure I had that right. All right. So you guys make your way over there with a weird cat owl creature's head in tow. What are you guys doing?
As we're walking up, I now realize we probably should have done something with this head first.
I mean, you could go to the snake mark if you want to and get rid of the head.
Also,
if you
pro
want to.
tip as somebody who just finished playing a druid, if it's your possession and you turn into an animal, it just goes away.
I mean, yeah. If you want to do all the talking, I'll hide this head.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, because I feel like we all should be there when we go talk to the guy and finish this thing up. So yeah, I will turn into, I'm liking the spider. I'm going to be a spider again.
Okay, a spooter, got it.
Okay, I hold out my hand and he just like goes on my palm and then just like runs up my arm, I guess.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Fine with me. All right.
Well, since I'm just a spider up there now and can't do any of the talking, I'm just going to make a nice, pretty little web in the corner of his hair.
Okay. All right, making a web. Got it. Does Bubba know that we picked him up and he's actually with the group now?
Bubba?
We were napping. Why you wake him up? You're
Bubba?
not muted, by the way. Hi.
Bubba, I need you.
Can you
Bubba?
hear me? Yes, I can hear you. From this? Yeah.
You're not muted.
No.
I don't know if he has us muted, so he can't hear us or something.
Bubba?
Somebody want to call Bubba?
Bubba?
Oh, I
I think he just realized that we picked him back up.
Well, I was watching the screen and it never changed. So we were ordering pizza and talking about wedding stuff, and I was like, "Oh, don't worry. When the screen changes, I know I'll be good." So.
Oh,
Wow,
okay.
yeah.
The screen hasn't changed, but we might have to roll something here.
Okay.
So here's the scene. Okay, I'll switch to the grid and I'll explain this to you. Okay, so here's the situation. Are you ready? Okay, so
yes, go.
Feugy turned into a spider, and he's in my hair making a web. You and I are at the pastures where I recently bought a horse, and we are back here because we need milk for baby monsters.
Well, also Freyja's there too, so.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So that's the scene.
Weird. Okay.
You also missed some dead chimera milking.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay, Goosewaddle wouldn't know any of this. So what have you actually relayed to Goosewaddle?
I think everything that you just heard me say.
Okay. So we need to go find milk.
Yeah. You got up and walked away as Feugy was trying to explain it to you.
Well,
yeah,
really
you
got
funny.
up and walked. Yeah, Feugy walked in and he's like, "Come on, let's go. We got to go get milk." And you just get up and walk away at that point. And we're just like, is he just done with this?
That's so funny. Yeah, we went. I just turned on the switch for the door, so I knew the pizza was coming. So okay, well, I guess I'm going to get milk. He's like, okay, whoa. He looks down at his medical wristband, and he goes like this. He goes, the last time I opened my mouth out here, I apparently became a medical person.
Did you figure out that that's the reasoning behind that?
Well, I mean, like, he's kind of confused altogether, but yeah, pretty much. So,
okay.
He doesn't want to be able to, he doesn't want to turn around and be put in a mental asylum at this point. So he's a little leery.
Since I'm in making a web, I write in the web, some goose.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a Charlotte's Web reference. I get that reference.
I got that too.
Some pig.
Okay. I mean, the space that you're probably building this web is pretty small, so the writing is very small, and you'd have to get really close to even read it.
Well, I guess I'm going, but yeah,
okay,
Goose got his thing. He is wizened up to know that he despises this town. That apparently he speaks anything, he gets on a medical list.
We arrive at the scene of Sweet Dreams pasture. Is the stable maid outside or is she inside?
She's currently yeah, I'd say currently at this time, yeah, she's probably inside tending to horses and other creatures that she has for sale or has currently, like your recently purchased horse and your other horse that has, I guess, been bequeathed to you.
Hesper, I would like to open the door. And say something like, hey, it's me again, and I'm looking for your breast milk, sorry, your best milk for big kittens.
Okay. Looks very confused at you there for a while as you're stuttering these words. Okay, well, not a usual request. I mean, generally, especially with felines, it's generally taken care of by the mother.
About that.
That's not going to work for me. So, I don't know. You got like any milk here that we can use to help out some kittens survive for like a couple days at least?
Well, I mean, I'm not a dairy farm.
You know of one nearby? Who's your supplier?
Well, generally, if people want things like that, because you got to remember in D&D and stuff like that, there aren't refrigerators to keep this chilled. So, well, generally, people who, oh, great, go figure. Don't give me a price for that, so I'll have to randomly come up with a price. Then, oh wait, well, yeah, it'd probably be about the same price as that, maybe a little cheaper. Generally, people who want that kind of stuff either have their own cow or goat or whatever they're wanting.
Okay, you got any big cats for sale? Female?
No.
Know where I can get one?
Big cat? No.
Okay, what about something else that produces milk? You got any of those around here?
Well, like I said, we do have give me a second here to see what you guess.
There we go. Because I'm sure Nay, the character, is able to kind of look with his eyes and see what the selection is like here, but I am not. I am not able to do that.
Yeah. Don't have any dairy producing cows. We got some goats, and that's about it.
Okay, that is great. Actually, I really like that plan, and I'm gonna whisper to Freyja. Hey, you know what's great? For as long as they need milk, they'll have milk, and then once they grow big enough, they can just eat the goat.
That works.
Yeah, how much is the goat?
Goat probably run you 6 gold.
All right, let me look in my pockets. Yeah, I got 6 gold.
Remember,
Here you go.
we have to feed this goat.
Goats
and care for it.
Goats just eat grass.
Eat anything. We should get 2, but I'm not there, so make you decide, Ane.
You got 2 milk producing goats?
Yeah. It has about 3.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh wait, I think it's 84 left. Man. Yeah, I'll get all 3 goats. I'll get all 3 goats.
Okay, so that's 6 gold a pop, so that would be 6, 12, 18 gold, or you can double that to 32 electrum.
I've already subtracted the gold. Here you go.
Alrighty. You gonna need any feed for that?
Don't they just eat grass?
Well, yes, but sometimes you might not have enough grass where you go and stuff like that, or you might not want them destroying your grass. So feed is a way to essentially feed them without them doing that, but that's totally up to you.
All right, let's get a sack of grain, I guess. How much is that?
All right. For them, that's each one. I would say would probably end up being for goats probably about 2 copper per day.
Okay, subtracted per day.
Yeah, each day is about equivalent to about 2 copper.
Didn't he just ask to pay for like a bag of grain? I didn't think he said per day. He's just going to buy some grain.
Well, that's what they come in is per day, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you all know the environment around
goat?
this said place, so.
Per day per goat, Hesper?
Per day per goat.
Oh, fuck. Okay, how many silver is a cop? Hold on, how many copper is in 1 silver? 10?
Yeah, basically it increases by 10s, with the only exception being Electrum. So 10 copper and a silver, 10 silver and a gold, 10 gold and a platinum.
I will give her 30 silver and just be like, whatever this gets me.
All right. 30 silver. Let me see here.
Because I also have to carry this.
Yeah. Oh, granted, I mean, let's see here.
We don't have a wagon till tomorrow.
30 silvers, that's 300 coppers worth. That's 150 days worth of, I think that's what I calculated, right? Is 150 days worth of food.
Wait, I
Okay,
thought
but
you said you
divided
were
by
gonna let him
3.
eat grass.
Yeah, divided by 3 would be 50 days.
Okay, that's way too much. Hold on.
What happened to... No. What happened to eating grass? Grain is just a supplementum. What is going on?
Okay. I'll just give her 10 silver.
Okay. So 10 times 10.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that's 50 days for, divide that by 3, and that's 16 days worth of food for them.
Perfect.
Okay. All right.
For now, we'll store it in Goosewaddle's room, I guess.
No.
I mean, you probably could take it to the wagon if you wanted to. It's just not ready.
Yeah, but when they're 2 to 3 weeks old, that's still going to be a lot quicker than 150 days worth of food.
We only got 50 days worth of food divided by 3 for 3 goats.
Yeah, so it's like 16 days worth, give or take. Yeah.
Once the kittens grow up, they can just eat the goats. Problem solved.
Are they gonna like imprint on these goats though and not want to eat them? Because I feel like
are we sticking around to find out?
I was under the impression we were.
Okay,
because we're buying some freaking goats for them.
And feed for all of them.
Yeah,
and feed for these goats, for these wild little baby animals.
Just to let you know, Goosewaddle is insanely confused and thinks this guy's a nutcase right now. Just gets packed for the room, and now they're buying goats for these Chimera pups. He's like, what in the world?
I mean...
This is what going down a rabbit hole looks like, man. Or a goat hole.
The goat hole.
Either the pups eat the goats and then we keep them as they grow into something more useful, or they bond with them, in which case then we can just leave them as this very dysfunctional family in the woods.
So, things as we're going on this adventure, turning around, are we going to be spending lots of days and times training these pups now instead of continuing the campaign?
I mean, look, there's 7 of us. We gotta keep ourselves occupied.
Goosewaddle is not babysitting something that could eat him.
Just to let you know, generally feeding them the feed would be faster than having them just graze randomly on grass. So if you're trying to keep up a better pace. Anyways, okay, so essentially bought 50 days worth of goat feed.
3 goats.
Yeah, well, I'm saying a total of 50 days worth, and then divided by. But yeah, okay. So, all right. So, feed and 3 goats. Now, what are you doing, Aster? Or I guess I won't say Goose because he's off eating pizza, or Khaleesi.
So these goats, what's the situation? Do I have them on like leashes, leads?
Yeah, they rope leads basically.
Yeah. Are they cooperative? Like, do they follow me when I?
Yeah, unless they get really spooked. Yeah, they seem to be pretty cooperative.
Okay.
Are they those fainting goats that when you make a lot of noise, they just topple over?
Don't know.
Let's try it.
No, because
You're in the cave, man.
no. Okay. All right. Freyja, I need advice. She's still here.
You need advice?
I need advice. Do we? Yeah, we actually wait. Yeah. We just go take these back to the cave now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we start heading in that direction, Hesper. I assume slower than the usual pace because we have 3 goats we're trying to. Or do we? Hold on. I take it 50 days of grain is very heavy.
Pretty, but I mean,
Goose can carry it, can he? Isn't he stronger?
Oh yeah, wait, no, he has a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Just gonna dump all that food in his bag. Well, he's not here to defend himself, so if you guys are dumping it in his bag of holding, I don't care.
Yeah, fuck it. Okay.
Yeah, all right. 50 days worth of grain thrown in his bag of holding. Got it.
Okay.
As he's not paying attention.
Hey, Bubba, I just remembered you have a bag of holding, so you're holding all the grain.
Excuse me?
Okay.
I was waiting for that, and I was hoping nobody would mention that. And immediately Goosewaddle looks with all my stuff that I currently have in there. You want to shove a bunch of grain? What's in it for me? You are about to dirty up my bag that I made.
Oh, okay. Ane gets an idea, and he digs around in his pockets around where all of his coins are, and he doesn't show what kind of coin he puts in, but he makes a small hole in one of the grain bags and then puts the coin in and seals it up again and puts it in there.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand if Goose is going to try to figure out what kind of coin you're cramming in there. Okay.
Do I get a roll?
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to see what you were going to do.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I notice what the heck he's doing, because Goosewaddle's not an idiot.
All
unless
right,
I roll in that one.
Roll a perception then.
Of course, I didn't see what it was. But I can see.
It's something shiny, that's all you can tell.
Okay, yeah. But how many bags are there? Because one coin in one bag is not going to persuade Goosewaddle that this bag's full of coins. Because obviously I would at least notice that he's chuck them into a bag that I'm currently holding onto, right?
These are like a bunch of like smaller sacks.
Right.
So there's like 50 smaller sacks.
Okay, yeah, so I'm not just dumping a bag of grain into your bag. They're like individual sacks.
Right. But what was the situation leading up to this, that the bag I'm holding, that somehow you got a hold of it and you're dumping 50 bags of grain into it?
Yeah, you fucking walked away.
Because the pizza was here.
We just need to carry the grain to the cave with us, and it's heavy.
Please, I just want to rejoin the party, Bubba.
I'm just playing my character. Don't be upset with me. I mean, he already thinks you're nuts, and then you're trying to dump a bunch of grain into something he invented.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All up. I do worry about it. My character invents vacuum cleaners.
Can we rejoin the party, Bubba?
Okay, you know what? At this point, I'm gonna look at you and say, you owe me. I'll do this, but then you owe me. I'm gonna say 5 copper per sack. That'll be an IOU, because I gotta clean this crap up later. So either owe me or you owe me a favor. That's his haggle. We'll go.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
All right. Let's go.
Okay. So, as you guys, I guess, then proceed to make your way back to the cave, again, I guess, carrying ahead back with you to where you came from.
Well, he's still a spider.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, instead of you guys didn't go to Snake Mark, I guess. So,
Yeah, I get the idea is we're coming back as like the full group. I guess.
Nah, not a problem. Yeah, not a problem. That's fine. So,
And yeah, if we're heading back, I'm staying a spider for the whole hour, so I don't have to walk as much.
Yeah. Like I said, the transaction, getting the goats, getting the feed, stuff like that probably took about a good 30 plus minutes or so. So probably by the time that you guys are starting to, when you realize that before getting to the pasture, and by the time that you guys get back to the outskirts, carrying this, haggling with Goosewaddle, your spider's probably just about up. As you guys, about an hour, maybe a little bit more than an hour and a half, trying to coax these goats to follow you through. Roll me an animal handling check. Whoever's leading the goats.
I guess that's me.
And I will help you.
Okay.
Okay, we'll each roll one.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay. They seem a little hesitant, but I mean, just a little bit longer, not by much. Like it gets to be probably about. So you guys left there at 4. Would have been about 4:30. Haggling 6. Probably like 7:30, 7:40 by the time that you make it back to the cave. Like I said, it's getting dark out. I don't know if you guys are lighting torches or if you're using your light spell or whatever you're doing.
Yeah. I'd probably use my light spell since he's got the goats.
Okay.
I enchant the goats with light.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you have glowing goats and hope that something doesn't decide it. And hoping that something doesn't decide, hey, look at that glowing thing there that looks like it's food. Seem to make it back to the cave with your 3 glowing goats without a problem.
Hey, so I kind of fell down a rabbit hole and we got goats.
Let's see here.
I figured they huh?
I said, and a goose. We brought a goose back.
Oh my god.
No, you got Goosewaddle.
I don't. Yeah, I guess whoever's trying to feed these creatures, go ahead and roll me an animal handling check to even see while they were gone if you were even able to feed them with what you were able to pull out.
Okay, Ryu and Umi, do you guys have any experience feeding animals?
No.
Really quiet.
Oh, do either of you have experience? Ryu said no. Umi?
I do.
Okay, I'll attempt to do animal handling and then ask Ane or Pazuzu when they come back how to. Oh no.
Oh.
You're trying to give them this milk out of this water skin, and they have no earthly idea what this thing is. And it is a pain to even get them to even think about drinking out of this.
Okay. I at least attempt to make sure that they're warm. They're not cold.
Okay.
While we wait for them to come in.
Okay.
As an attempt, after Harrow has made this, while we're still waiting, Rue's probably just going to take it and just kind of, as for the rest of the time, is just going to kind of hold it there near them. so that just how animals will actually might walk up to their actual mothers and see if that does anything.
So what are you trying to do?
Essentially, the way the water skin is, I'm just gonna put my arm in the nest with the water skin to kind of as if the mother is laying near them, thinking if they might try to walk up and actually just try to grab at the skin themselves.
Go ahead and roll me an animal handling check.
Sure.
10. Like I said, it is difficult. You think that they might have gotten some, but it's a lot better than what Harrow was trying to do the first time, and yeah, like I said, trying to keep them warm and stuff. Eventually, your compatriots come back with 3 goats and a goosewaddle.
Okay.
As these goats are glowing, I don't know, what colors did you make them, Aster?
Oh man, I didn't even think about that. I figured I was just having them glow white, so I guess we'll go with that. Just generic light.
Just generic light, yeah. These just generic lit goats are led into the cave. The cave is now bright lit.
It's lit.
Are these magic goats?
Nah, well, enchanted? I cast light on them.
Oh.
So anyway, I figure this will be good milking for a few days, and then once they're big enough to eat the goat, they'll probably eat the goats. And then I guess we'll deal with that bridge when we get there. Oh, also I brought some sacks of grain for the goats.
Yeah, Goosewaddle wants to
we
know
also have
if
to.
we're... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Because we need to keep the goats alive to milk them. So anyway, Goose is that. Goose, what are you look like you're gonna say something, buddy.
He just wants to know, is this where we're keeping the grain? Because he wants to get it out of his bag so he can clean it up.
Okay, so tomorrow we're getting a wagon, and I think we'll put the grain in the wagon once it's properly ours.
Are we planning on keeping the wagon here? Are we moving these chimeras?
We're probably gonna move them.
Yeah.
Could we get in trouble for this?
Are you a cop?
Probably.
Are you a cop?
Are you a cop?
Yeah. Are you a cop?
You gonna snitch on us?
Well,
Does
Goosewaddle
this
doesn't
town
like to
have
be in trouble.
a nature and wildlife council committee?
Well,
You guys
apparently
don't
they
know.
have fucking kobold psychiatry.
That's more of a
Being
national
a
thing.
little thing, of course he's a little leery. God forbid. Why the hate against Goose right now? Jeez.
So, who knows how to milk a goat?
Well, I was gonna ask both Anae and Pazuzu, since they are very good with animals. Could you show us how to milk the goats and maybe show us how to nurse these kittens?
Pretty sure they just pull up a tin and suck away, but I mean, maybe I can kind of, show them how it's done.
Well, I was thinking more if we transfer from, I have alchemy set. I have a couple of bottles. We can milk them using those bottles and then pour them in the water skin, and then use each water skin for bottles for each of them. I don't know.
Or
It'll probably be easier to get them to just nurse directly from the goats.
yeah, or we can just have the goat lay down.
Okay.
Goats, my goats.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, assist us.
Okay,
Some grain in the nest, maybe, and the goats will kind of go in there.
I'm just gonna
pick grass.
roll at. Oh, jeez.
I was hoping to assist you.
I'm definitely helping on this.
Yeah, that's being
Yeah.
helped.
Okay. So what are you trying to do? So you're trying to get the goats to lay down in the nest with the
Yeah.
whatever these are?
Jesus Christ.
Down, goat.
Yeah. It's a combination of unfamiliar weird place for the goats and then unfamiliar weird creature for the goats. It's very hard to even get these goats to
All
do
right,
what you want them to do.
I cast Speak with Animals.
Oh.
Okay.
What the fuck do you say to these goats to convince them to get milked by?
I have no idea yet.
Okay. So you're casting Speak with Animals.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Hey, goats. How's it going?
Bad.
Yeah. Did we look weird? You know, kind of looking around, still glowing.
Hey,
The goat is just like, I don't even know where I live anymore.
So, do any of you goats have babies around?
No.
Boy, do I got a proposition for you. Do you guys want some babies?
Oh. Looks very confused at you. Mostly probably easy enough to read. They don't sense the presence of a male goat. So this is very confusing to them.
Oh. I know what you need to do then.
I'm all out of wild shapes. I can't turn into a male goat. So I need you goats to feed these babies over here because they won't survive without you.
Do we have an illusionist in the party?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Can I help him?
You don't know because
you can't
You're
speak
right,
with
you're right.
you can't speak with animals.
She's just nodding along with me. Bah, bah, bah.
21.
I think you did fine.
Things do seem kind of scary though.
I know it's scary, but won't somebody think of the children?
On somebody think of the children. Yeah,
I'll lay down with you. It'll be okay.
I'll lay down with you. It'll be okay. I mean, I guess, yeah, with the roll and stuff, I guess they seem to calm down enough to be handled in that situation to lay down, but they're still kind of leery about these creatures.
All right, so I lay down in the nest with some goats and try to get milk.
Let me check something.
And I'm gonna try to nudge the babies towards the goat.
While this is happening, I'd like to do something.
Right?
I'm gonna be like, hey, Nate, can I borrow your sketchbook?
Yeah, here you go, friend. I'm not in the mood for sketching.
Alright, I take a sketchbook and I would like to try and draw Pazuzu laying down in this nest with goats.
Oh, like one of your French girls?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity check.
Oh my god.
18. Pretty decent. You have Pazuzu laying in this nest, a couple of goats laying there, and some weird cat owl creature things.
Oh, okay. So I have a request. Since we've manifested the sketchbook that I now have, can we put this drawing opposite the page where I drew the creature, so that later when I show guards, like, look, I drew this creature. I have to they'll see the other thing. I feel like that could be fun. That could be fun for the whole family.
So are you saying like here's your drawing, here's her drawing, or are you saying
yes.
Okay, I didn't know if we're talking about on the open or if we're like here's the page and one's on this side, one's on the other side.
Yeah. The first one.
So okay, so like book open, here's page 1, here's page. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily doable.
I want to point out that my rendition of Pazuzu looks like handsome Squidward Pazuzu for sure.
Sure, why not? 20,
Yep.
I'll
All right,
allow that.
great, thanks.
His chiseled chin and all that other stuff. Yeah.
All right. Am I getting milked yet?
Are you getting milked? No.
That's not how this works.
No. I'm nudging the goats, the babies, to the goats that are laying down with Pazuzu to make sure that Pazuzu does not get milked. Because the babies are blind.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an animal handling check.
Okay. I'm great at these.
15. They seem to be. I mean, it's a little, kind of a bit different than what they're used to, but they seem to be figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
Though at the same time, looking at their size and such, doesn't seem like that they're taking as much as you were assuming that they would be, or something along those lines.
They're probably like testing the waters, trying to figure out what is this nipple.
Or what is this strange liquid that possibly tastes different? Because you don't know if there's a difference between weird cat owl milk and goat milk.
Yeah, but something. Okay, well, just kind of wait it out and feed them every 3 hours.
Look, they didn't have any tigers at the farm, okay? So
I know.
Gotta make do.
Can't be picky. Right, so.
While this is happening, Rue is gonna go and stand by the entrance of the cave and just, I guess, be the guard.
Okay.
Goose is gonna go hang out with him on
Are
top of Duck Duck.
you guys making a campfire or something while you guys are out here? Anything like that?
Like an entrance at the entrance of the cave or what?
Entrance in the cave? I don't know. Are you guys just sitting here in the dark? with the occasional recasting of the light spell on these goats to cause them to glow or whatever. I don't know what you guys are doing.
On that note, then, while actually, never mind. That's only a minute, so that's not gonna help cancel that.
So I didn't know if you'd want a campfire to possibly warm up the cave, possibly make it a little warmer in there. Who knows?
That sounds pretty good in the context of maybe we call this a short rest.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are already looking at like 8, 9 o'clock at night.
Okay. We gotta go and report all this. I have an issue. I have a problem.
What?
So I think the idea originally was we were going to lead them here and be like, here's your stuff, here's your proof, here's your crime scene, here's what happened. But I don't think we want to lead them to our cubs.
Right.
How do fix?
We wait till tomorrow when the cart's fixed?
Yeah, then we move the cart. Yeah, and then we move the babies.
Okay.
And the goat.
So are we staying here for the night?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess long rest then?
Guess so.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got there.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll around in the nest so I kind of smell like the mom, and then lay next to the cubs so that they don't get cold over the evening.
Okay. All right. So not doing a campfire or anything like that, or
At least not where I am.
Uh,
But
yeah, we can set up a campfire by the entrance, I guess.
okay.
We just have to be careful that our cubs don't like wander into the fire. Because they're blind and stupid.
They're not leaving the just kind of the way the nest is and stuff like that. They're not leaving that.
Okay.
Yeah. So they seem to be pretty stationary. They're not very mobile at this point.
All right.
If they are going to be moved, more than likely, you're assuming the mothers like pick them up and move them themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, right. So, all right. You guys. Okay, so yeah, definitely able to set up a campfire. You guys doing anything for eating tonight, or are you guys eating some rations, or you guys what's going on with that? Because, like I said, I don't think you guys ate lunch, and at best, you guys might have had breakfast, with the exception of Umi, who probably hasn't had anything to eat today.
I've probably been snacking on rations.
Okay.
Yeah, I think just rations.
I'm
Okay,
willing,
I didn't.
I'm thinking chimera meat doesn't taste very good.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure what you guys were planning on doing, so.
just rations for me.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, just go ahead and make sure that you remove a ration just from your inventory.
I just want to be very careful how I do this. The number on the left is quantity, right?
Right, and the one on the right is weight.
Okay.
Okay. So, anyways,
Hey, Goose.
Yes.
Do you have any spare rations? I seem to have forgot to buy some.
Same.
I have one more extra ration I can share with someone.
Looking, apparently I didn't either.
Wow.
I swear I
okay.
did.
I thought I did too.
I had like 5. No, I don't know how many.
Mm.
Yeah.
Looks like we're hunting tonight.
I mean, yeah.
I have rations, but not enough for everybody who needs one, apparently. So
I'll give one of mine to Freyja. Yes.
Thank you.
Wait, so what time did I get taken from the room of the hotel? Like, do I really need one? What time did we leave there?
You might have gotten, if you would have gotten lunch or something like that, you probably would be fine.
Okay.
I mean, you were pretty much at the room until 5:30 ish.
Okay, then I'm good.
Yeah.
I will go down to 0 rations and feed 2 people who need it.
Yeah, I have one more if someone else needs one.
Yeah, I'll need a ration.
Do you want to just give him one so that way we each have one left?
Okay.
Goose. Okay, no, you're right. Goose didn't need one. Okay, well, I gave Freyja one, so I have 0 now, but that's fine. I can hunt tomorrow.
I'm at 1.
Okay. So, so if you guys are going to go take a long rest, probably a good idea, considering you're out in the wilderness and such, to keep watch, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
So, who wants to keep first watch?
I mean, I'm already at the front cave fire camp, so I'll be part of the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, Goose will take next because he was up there too.
Okay.
I'll take third.
Okay. Then we'll cover that. Okay, so perception check from Rue first.
Okay. Where's my perception?
8. Okay. So as you're sitting there, kind of keeping an eye, kind of thinking about what you were told about from Harrow about, keeping a watch and such during outings at night and such, as you're looking around, your mind tends to wander on the other things, like what were these creatures and other thoughts and other things that run through your mind, not paying as much attention as you probably should. Um, but it seems like for the most part that doesn't seem like anything happens
Okay.
at this point of the night.
Uh,
As go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, as I was gonna say, is you get kind of to the point and go over and rouse Goosewaddle to take the next watch.
Okay. In my absent-minded distractionness, one thing that Rue will be doing is the little like arc of ground in front of our campsite. He's just going to be kind of pacing his hand and making it so the ground is a bit like small little spikes, like anti-homelessness bullshit.
So using shape earth to create unfriendly terrain, it sounds like.
Yes.
We got raided by early
Won't
true
last
potato.
forever, but
hello. Thank you for the sub, Wheeze. Thank you. Cool.
And then I will wake Goose for his watch.
Okay, Goose. Perception check. $15. Okay, so as you're sitting there, probably duck. So you're sitting there and keeping a watch out. Stalking the fire, the fire every now and then or stoking the fire every now and then to kind of keep it alight. You watch out in the distance and such. For you and what you're used to dealing with and stuff, this is probably pretty boring considering you're not much of a nature boy. But it seems like your night goes pretty uneventful. I don't know if this has to do with just the area that you're in or what. Oh, you do? Well, knowing nature and wanting to be in nature are two different aspects, though. But anyways, as your watch comes to an end, who was the third one? Was that Feugy or was that
Lonnie?
Oh, that was Lonnie. Okay. So you go and rouse Umi from her sleep.
Okay, he'll go wake her up, and then he's still gonna snuggle next to Duck, but have Duck with whoever's watching every time, so they can have like advantage on it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So, anyways, all right. So, all right, Umi.
Perception.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. 16. Again, this seems pretty uneventful. As you're sitting here alone with the only other exception being Duck, as the rest of them seem to be asleep. Yeah, I'd say you probably occasionally mind probably does wander every now and then because you're like, what did I get?
I would like to see if I can tell if anyone's awake right now.
It's easy enough with your perception. Everybody seems to be pretty conked out, or probably in the case of the ones that are back there, which would be Pazuzu and Harrow back there with the the cubs or whatever you want to call them, and the goats. Everybody else seems to be pretty well passed out at this point.
Okay. I want to open the box that Star gave me.
Okay. Well, like I said, there's a box. There's a box and there's a letter. So now I gotta find where I put that stuff. Oh, yep, here we go. Edit in player's journal, Lonnie. Okay. So now you should have that, Lonnie.
Right. I'm just gonna read over that as my watch finishes.
Okay. Okay, up to you if you share any of that information with anybody else later or not.
Okay.
Okay. Eventually, yeah, you know, eventually the sun starts coming out. Those of you who are deeper in the cave and such have a harder time telling, but eventually the morning comes. Everybody's gotten a long rest. And all right. So, what are you guys doing?
Well, first things first. What is the weather going to be like?
What is the weather? Partially cloudy. Hot. You know what? Yeah, I need 2 different people, whoever wants to do this, to make me a percentile check. So that's a D100.
I got one.
I'll do one.
Okay.
Solid.
Okay.
Nice.
So as as you stir awake and you check over, just to kind of keep an eye on them, it seems like their little chests are still heaving, as they seem to be taking in and exhaling oxygen.
Oh my god, that was their health check? Oh my god, thank god we rolled high.
Oh no. Time to nudge into the goats again.
If after all that they just didn't survive the night.
Yeah, can we Bubba's got the right idea. Can we get a chimera to goat size ratio?
Okay, the babies are probably maybe about a third to half the size of a goat.
Okay, sounds about right.
They're pretty big babies.
Yeah, I hope the goats also took shifts.
So alrighty.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I guess I should probably also give you that too, Lonnie. I forgot. There we go. Edit. Journal. Lonnie. Save changes. Okay, you should have a new item under the wondrous items section, Lonnie.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, like I said, as you guys raise awake, these cubs seem to have made it through the night.
Is it like sunrise? I mean, we went to bed at like fucking 8 or 9, you said.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty early in the morning
too, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like 8-9 hours, give or take.
When did the guy say the wagon would be ready?
Midday.
Oh man.
you guys probably got about another 6 to 7 hours but it's going to take you about an hour and a half to walk back. So,
are we just killing time with the chimeras and goats?
I guess.
I mean, I guess we try to feed the chimeras again.
Yeah.
All right.
Goats, assume the position.
Go ahead and roll me a nature or animal handling.
Can I help?
Assist.
No, can I? Please, can I help? Okay.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Yes.
You should have rolled that.
Fucking god.
Okay. They seem to be taking to them a little bit better than they did the first day.
All right, I guess we also feed the goats.
Mm-hmm.
Easy enough. I mean, it's not very hard to convince a goat to eat.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we hang out with the cubs and the goats and stuff for a few hours and then go into
you guys...
town?
Sorry to interrupt. I was gonna say while you guys are feeding them, I'm gonna go out to hunt if someone wanted to go with me. So we have rations. Unless we're gonna buy rations when we get the wagon.
I was thinking we were gonna buy rations when we went back into town.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Then that's fine. Okay, well then we'll hang out with the babies.
I mean, what are we, savages?
I mean...
That is a rhetorical question. Nobody answered that.
Anyways, yeah, so, okay, so as you guys kind of hang out for 5 hours or so, anything you guys want to do? Talk, role play, anything like that?
I mean, I just want to make sure the kittens are warm, so the cubs are warm, so I'm just going to stay by them. If I can't help feed them, at least I'm going to keep them warm. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, what exactly is our plan for the day? We got to go pick up the wagon. We got to let the guy know that we figured out what happened to his food grain.
Yeah.
Then we got to bring the wagon back here to pick up the pups.
And buy rations.
Yep.
Yeah, buy rations while we're at the town, yeah.
Don't forget we paid for the tents, right? Are we going to hold off on that then?
You didn't pay for them, you kind of...
Yeah. Which we didn't pay, we stayed in the cave, so, I mean, I don't think it's useful to have tents at this point.
Anyways.
Okay.
We still don't have a destination after we strike it rich here. Maybe we talk around town and see if there's anything going on in other nearby places.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I don't know.
You could also just walk a direction and see what happens. That's worked pretty well for me so far.
Same.
I think we should offload the big head, though, first of all.
Yeah.
I think that'd be probably our first go-to today.
Go-to.
Ah!
Oh,
totally meant to do that.
Okay, so we do that. We head into town and head over to the snake marks.
Okay.
That we are announcing our intent to do so. What stands in our way, DM?
Okay, so you're making your way over the snake mark first when you make it back into town after waiting and all that other stuff? Okay. Well, like I said, you pretty much did close to the same kind of greeting as before. It's kind of different guard that was up there, so you can't expect them all to remember what you look like and stuff. And you are eventually led back into that same parlor, waiting a while before eventually.
We do want to clarify, DM. Goosewaddle and I are staying behind at the cave. We're not going back into town.
I just read that. Okay.
I
just
will
letting you know.
also join them on that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be Umi, Ane, Pazuzu, and Freyja that go back in the town then.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So is the four of you are waiting back at town, or waiting. Eventually, like I said, the black hair slicked back gentleman enters and sits back down at his desk, and he goes, "All right, so it's been a while. What did you manage to find out?"
Yeah, so unfortunately, we weren't able to confirm any sabotage from another rum family, but we did find the culprit. There were a few creatures that we had not personally seen before. Kind of cat-like, kind of bear-like, kind of bird-like. And they, at least one of them attacked the storehouse and made off with some of the raw materials for your rum. And they made their way to their cave to apparently feed their young. We followed them to this. We followed the trail to this cave, and found objects bearing your mark, and I show them that. Or I guess the head's in a bag, isn't it? That's got like the symbol on it. Or no.
There wasn't a bag that was intact enough to do something like that.
Okay, but we have an item with the symbol on it, and we also have the head. So I present those pieces of evidence.
Well, pity that wasn't one of the others, but is what it is. Anywho, all right. So I take it that all the creatures were dealt with?
Yep. We've slayed the 3 very large creatures.
It was a massacre.
Yep.
Let's see here. Yeah, I guess that would be a deception check.
I'm not directly lying, but I am omitting.
Still technically a deception.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see how he gets a read on you, so I need a deception check.
I can definitely help with this one.
Oh, you have to say words. You have to open up your mouth and speak.
I did. I said it was a massacre.
Right. Okay. Perfect.
Yes. So I will roll my own as well because I have a really good. Okay. Yes.
All right. So I guess we shouldn't have to worry about these anymore. I guess it seems like 2 of your compatriots, unfortunately, must have passed away because I don't see the Wonderstruck one and the other, the veiled.
They're
Muscular
around.
lady.
We have some other errands to run today.
Yeah, we've got a lot to do, so we split up a bit.
Right. Anyways, I guess payment's in order. As he snaps his fingers, kind of this, when one of the servants comes by and hands out sacks as you look through them. It has to be 50 gold in each one of them as he hands out one for the 6 of you.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, all right, so that is all 6 of you that were on the contract.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's a pleasure doing business.
So Goose doesn't get any?
He wasn't there.
He
Yeah.
wasn't there and he wasn't part of the contract.
That's a good thing he wasn't here to hear this. He doesn't know.
Mm-hmm. I also don't think Bubba's listening.
You said part of the contract.
Yeah.
It looks like he's falling asleep to me. Anyways, as you guys are escorted out, 50 gold richer.
Yeah. I will add mine to my character sheet.
Alrighty.
I guess once they come back, I'll subtract whatever quantity Freyja pays for her rations.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll go from there.
Okay. So that's
pick up our wagon.
okay.
Yep.
So is you make your way back over the Brahms. You don't see the wagons there. You do see him working out in the shop. He noticed, as he's seems to be working on a lathe. You're assuming more than likely he's getting around to finally working on that leg that he's supposed to work on. As you guys approach, he gives you, acknowledging of a nod, and yeah, what would you guys like to do as you guys approach him?
Excuse me, sir. Have you finished repairing our wagon?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. I had the boyo there run it on over to the sweet pasture. She should give me a second here, because you guys never asked the name, but he would know the name. Ah. Yeah, hey, I had the boyo take it over there to Laraya.
All right. Thank you very much.
Well, there is the payment that will be needed, of course.
Of course. How much was it?
Oh god, I forgot how much. I think we said 10 silver.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah.
I think
got it.
it wasn't too terribly much. It was just repairing. It's not as much as like getting a whole new wagon, which
Yep.
would have been 35 gold. So, yeah.
I give him 10 silver.
Okay. Now he takes it, counts it, and puts it in his pocket, and he's like, "Well, pleasure doing business with you, and possibly, depending on how long you guys are staying here, maybe you might have more. Though I doubt it, with you guys getting ready and such."
Well, you never know. If we need any more work done, we'll hit you back up. Have a good one.
All right. Well, you guys take care, and like I said, if you need any word work done, don't forget about old Brom.
I could never forget you.
Immediately forgets the next session. Who was
Yep.
the word worker again? Anyways,
I was expecting roll deception, Aster.
I already know you,
Yeah.
so yeah.
How about on the way to, how about we go ahead and get rations now so we're not like zigzagging back and forth between town and cave? Do we want to just
Okay.
buy a pile of rations?
Well, you guys don't have the wagon yet, so.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're getting
Right.
big
Yeah,
rations then. Okay.
you paid for you paid for the wagon repair. You haven't gone and picked it up yet because he took it down there he had it taken down to Sweet Pastures to have them hook up the horse.
Okay. So, we go to Sweet Pastures. Sweet Dreams Pasture, whatever.
Yeah, the Sweet Dreams Pastures. Yeah. And sitting out front is the hardcover wagon. The one wall was taken out and replaced with a canvas as requested, and the other canvas has been fixed. The wheel, I mean, everything looks like it's in pretty good shape. Some parts obviously could look newer than others because some parts need to be changed out and stuff. Uh, some of the boards look like they needed to be changed out, and they look okay, but they're not painted to match the rest of the wagon. So
That's fine.
nothing was mentioned about that. It was more looking for functionality rather than a visual appeal. It seemed like so.
It's okay. We'll pimp it out the next town.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pimp it out when you get to the city. Got it. Like I said, and the looks like she's in the process of probably getting the horses hitched up. Is you guys approach and she's like, "Oh, it's just about ready to get these hitched up." Good thing that you guys are, as you've just learned, her name of Lariah. Um, she's like, though I'm not quite sure which horse you wanted on which wagon.
Uh,
Oh, right. Player talk for a second. We had a goal of like finding the other, like that doctor who had his wagon turned over and stuff, and his horse. We were going to like find him and have his wagon fixed or something, or
Yeah, that could have been a location.
Yeah, the other wagon, the soft covered one. They've both been fixed. Just wasn't sure which horse you wanted hooked up to which wagon.
We have like a older, sadder horse that was like that doctor's horse.
Little, kind of a bit malnourished, not as healthy looking.
Yeah, so we want that on that doctor's wagon.
On the soft covered one?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, at one point it sounded like you guys wanted to get 2 horses, but I don't know if that's still the plan or not. Because you guys did ask, and it is set up to where you can attach 2 horses to the hard covered wagon.
How much is a horse again?
50. Is it 50 gold? Yeah, 50 gold for a draft horse.
Right.
I mean, you guys just got paid 50 gold each.
Yeah, I'll split a horse with someone.
Okay, I'll put 25 down on a horse.
20, okay. Okay, anything in particular you're looking for the second horse other than the match kind of?
Thick boy.
All right, fine. Managed to find another thick horse, so you have 2 thick horses on the hard-covered wagon. Hope you're happy. You are kind of shown how to rearrange the lead that allows the hookup. So if you wanted just one horse, or one of them dies or something, you can switch it out to just being one horse, or if you wanted it drawn one too. But takes a little while, but eventually it is situated to have the two horses hooked up to the one wagon and the satyr horse hooked up to the other wagon. So with two separate wagons, I'm going to need two separate drivers.
I'll drive.
You'll drive?
And I'll drive the good wagon that we are going to use.
Okay. All right. So it is brought to your attention and such after you pay for that and such. And she's like, right. I do though, before we get everything all situated and such, I do need, because she had to take care of the one horse, which she was thinking that you were going to pick it up later that day, but you never did. And then the one that you bought, and then the other one that's been there for a couple days. So she's like, need about 2 silver.
Yeah, sounds good. I give her 2 silver.
And
fucking
are you
nickel and dimed out here?
Pretty much. And are you guys going to need any feed for your horses?
Is it different than goat feed?
Yes.
Then yes.
Okay. That a day's worth per horse is worth about 5 copper.
Okay.
How much would a gold buy us?
A gold, let's see here. 1 gold times 100 divided by 5. 20 days worth.
For one horse, then?
If that'd be 20 days split between the 3 horses. Well, you're hoping maybe after today you might get rid of the one, so between the other two, it'd be 10 days. 1 gold would essentially equivalent to the 10 days worth of feed for 2 horses.
Is that enough, or do we have enough space for more?
Well, what exactly is the terrain that we've been going through? I mean, is it grassy? Are we in arid terrain, mountainous? What is the terrain? Because really, feed grain.
It sounds like we're in like a taiga situation right now, where it's like forests and mountains. Is that about right?
Okay.
Well, if you look at the map that I gave you guys, you can see what the area kind of looks like.
Remember, you can click it to make it bigger.
Yeah, while you guys are here, I'll go ahead and move that over there like that. So.
And where exactly are we?
Rio style.
Yeah, it's right underneath the Canholm Mountains.
I think we shouldn't get like a ton of it, because horses are pretty good at grazing if you have them set up, and that you only need grain if there's something like if you're going to like a place where there's not going to be any food, like mountains and stuff. So
yeah,
I don't think we need to get a ton.
The whole point of the grain is really because it'll take them longer to graze than it would to just eat the grain. So it's more along the lines of keeping up a quicker pace.
Okay, sorry. I will not metagame, because horses, you give them like a little bit of grain if you want to give them the extra energy. Other than that, the grass is fine.
These are D&D horses, though.
I know, that's why I said I'll stop, because you never just grain a horse. Anyway, go on.
D&D horses, plus they're pulling a wagon all day, so...
Okay, if everybody's okay with it, we'll just get a gold worth. I'll pay for it.
Okay.
Isn't a long rest typically enough for them to graze, though?
I mean, possibly. I mean, this is
but
just
the horses will be sleeping too.
This is generally just more of a guarantee that it's kind of a mechanical way of. It's basically D&D's mechanical way of allowing me to help balance the game with me just being like, horses can eat grass all the time. We don't need to take care of the horse.
Well, they do need grain. They do need grain, just not all the time. That being said, do D&D horses require 8 hours of sleep every night? Or like, how are we functioning with these animals compared to what I'm thinking an animal is?
It's 8 hours of rest. It all doesn't have to be. It doesn't all have to be sleeping. Like with you guys and your with the watches and stuff like that. You guys weren't sleeping for 8-9 hours. You guys were. There's bits of watching. It's just non-strenuous activity with at least probably about at least 6 hours of sleep in there.
That was good.
Anyways, so 1 gold's worth. It's about 20. So you got 50 days worth of goat food and 20 days worth of, which is going to be down to 47. Don't worry about keeping track of animal feed. I'll keep track of that for you guys.
Okay, I had to have it.
As long as you remind us before we go on a long trek and like, oh, by the way, you guys are out of food. You're a day out.
Yeah.
Your goats are gonna starve.
Yeah.
Like if we have to make a choice, we let the horses starve and we save those goats.
Then your wagons are sure as hell aren't going anywhere unless you guys are pulling it.
All right. Are we off to the rations?
Go to the general store, get some rations.
Okay. Rations per day.
How much for 10 rations? That's my amount.
Well, I think if I remember right, a ration, which each ration covers a day, is 5 silver pieces per ration.
How much gold for 10? I can't math tonight, Hesper. I'm sorry.
Let's see here. For 10 rations, like I said, so that'd be 5. That'd be 5 gold for 10 days worth of rations.
Okay, I will subtract 5 gold and buy 10 rations.
All right, yeah, I think I'm buying 10, and then everybody who got gold that I'm bringing back their golden or we're bringing back their golden rations, just take 5 off of your 50.
I would also like 10 rations. I'm sorry, how much money was that?
It ended up being 5 gold.
5 gold, okay.
When you receive your rations, take it off.
Goose, you'll have 10 rations. Don't worry about the money. I'll cover it for you.
Oh,
Since
okay.
you didn't
I will
money.
I got money. Why did I not get money?
You didn't get money because you weren't on the contract. That's what we were talking about.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'll get rations for Harrow and Rue as well. So I'll get 10 for each of them, so minus 10 gold.
Okay, so Harrow and Rue, don't take your money off. Okay.
So you guys can get
we are good then.
Okay. The tents are brought to attention since you did ask for them.
Attention. Hey.
Yeah, and the tents were brought to your attention.
Attention.
Anyways, so yeah, are you guys? There's 3 tents. Are you guys doing anything about that?
How much are they?
A 2-person tent is 2 gold a pop. You don't have to buy, she was just reminding you, by the way, you guys did ask for these. And I have them off to the side.
We're gonna need tents eventually.
I mean, you can storm in the wagon for all I care.
I mean, we don't need tents.
We did just sleep in a cave.
Sleeping. Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with sleeping on the ground with bedrolls. I'm not too picky.
Hey, I'm sorry. I know you got these tents for us, but I don't think we'll be getting them today.
I think okay.
What were you gonna say, Lonnie?
I was gonna say I think Harrow and Rue wanted one.
He's shaking his head.
Babe.
He's shaking his head. Doesn't seem like it.
No? Okay. Alright, never mind then.
Okay.
Freyja wants one, but since nobody else is gonna get one, she doesn't want to seem like that, stuck up noble woman, so she's just gonna stand there awkwardly.
Okay. Yeah, and I would say when you went to go pick up Goose, you guys already grabbed all the supplies out of the rooms and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna make you guys have to go back to the raining drum. And by the way, you guys forgot to pick up all your stuff. So
Thank you.
all right. Yeah, well, I know how much you guys hate me when I do stuff like that. Like, by the way, nobody mentioned this, so you forgot your stuff at the raining drum.
It's also just super bad TV to go over all these errands.
Yeah.
Right, we should pick up all of our stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, all right. Was there anything else that you wanted to do? Yeah. Any other shopping? Any other?
I think we crossed everything off our list.
Okay. Wasn't sure if people were thinking about herbs or anything like that, or potions or anything like that.
Do they sell tea here?
You were pretty much told the situation last time, Aster. I know it's been a while.
Yeah, I know, but I thought I'd ask.
Yeah, coffee is a lot more common.
Okay, yeah. Do they have any? I'm not going to try to pronounce this, Hesper. This grass.
The general store would not, but you do know that there is a herbalist and apothecary in town. The which one was that again? Give me a second here. That would be. Give me a second here. Not Dizzy Goose. Weeping Wood Apothecary.
All right, I'm gonna swing by there real quick.
Okay.
Walk in, like, hey, I need your best grass.
Okay. Like I said, there's you know, seems to be 3 halflings in there. A mother, child, and a husband. The mother seems to be kind of more the personnel type. The husband seems to, also taking care of the kid. And the husband seems to be the one who's actually brewing the potions and such. And so as you walk in, what are you looking for?
The Kujeo grass.
Okay. Is that all you're wanting?
And some scarlet mallow.
Okay. Well, kind of looking around here. It's kind of a small shop. I mean, yeah, we do have some Cugio grass and some scarlet mallow. How much are you looking to buy?
Probably 2 things of grass and just 1 mallow.
Well, I would say that what they would have on hand is probably either enough grass to make a minor healing potion or enough grass and mallow to make a regular healing potion.
All right, how much would the grass and mallow be for a healing potion?
That would be 25 gold.
Oof.
And that's a lot cheaper than buying the potion, which looking at the potion, they do have a single regular potion and then they got like 2 minor potions. The regular potion here is going for 60 gold.
All right, I will take your grass and mallow, please.
All right. So you have enough of that to make 1 potion at one point.
And there goes all my 50 gold.
A horse and weeds.
Weed. Gotta get the good stuff.
All right. So let me just go ahead and I should have herbalism, Fugio grass. All right. Feugy. Okay. And okay. So now you should have some entries about those items. Feel free to read over them and such.
Boy.
Boy!
He's making really weird noises.
Stop. I need to get a evaporative cooler because he's just really warm.
Oh,
What is
cat's
that
getting too
nasty
hot.
boy doing? I know.
All right. Okay. Is there anything else you guys are wanting to do while you're here in town? Somebody was talking about map directions.
Oh, we were talking about maybe asking around to see if there's anything like interesting going on in other nearby towns, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe we can just ask the shopkeeper. Hey,
Which
you
one?
know of
You guys are currently at the Weeping Wood Apothecary after Feugy.
Yeah. That sounds fine. I'll just
okay.
Ask in here to anyone who turns when I say, "Hey, you guys know anything interesting going on in other towns? Anybody need help over there? We're gonna be looking for work soon."
Oh, things like that. You'd probably be better off going to the Rainy Drum, or let me see if I can find the other one. Thought I had another one. Oh, here we go.
Did Feugy freeze again? Oh no, he's here.
No. Your best bet would either be maybe go to the Rainy. Well, your best bet would probably go to the Rainy Drum. You could try the Dried Tankard though.
Oh. Okay.
So up to you guys. Generally, that's where you're going to find more information about, just because more word of mouth travels through there as opposed to the shops.
All right, thank you. I guess that's it for me.
Okay.
How about we hit up that tankard?
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, you ask where the directions for the dried tankard. You do eventually find it. It's a workers' dive bar.
Perfect.
You go in. It's a bit run down. There's a human male currently behind the counter, kind of cleaning up a couple glasses and such. There's a couple of patrons in here. Not very many at this point, because probably at this point you guys are probably pushing 2-3 o'clock.
Okay.
So they're getting closer to being the end of the workday, but not quite there yet.
I sit at the bar and say, "I'll take a pint of your finest ale."
Okay.
It's been a while, guys, okay? She's done well.
She's done well. Okay. Okay, yeah. It'd probably be about 2 copper as he kind of turns around and pours out an ale and puts it in front of you. Not the best looking glass you've ever seen.
Nah.
See,
Thank you kindly.
So what brings you folk in here? Figured most of you would be going over to something like Rainy Drum.
Well, we're looking for info on anything you've heard about outside of this town. Anything going on? Any unusual chatter or anything?
Well, the most unusual thing has been what's happened here a couple of days ago, but I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. What are you guys looking for?
How about first of all, hi, my name's Ine. Nice to meet you.
Shirts.
Nice. So we're looking
Garrett
for
shirts.
Yeah, we're doing some traveling and also kind of looking for work that's not here. You got the good word on anything like that? Anything happening in a nearby town?
Well, as I said, generally, if you're looking for work and such, generally you're better off going to a bigger place than here, obviously. I mean, it depends on what kind of work are you looking for. Are you just working to work, or are you part of a guild? Are you looking to join a guild, or
Any
you
unusual, like unnatural kind of things you've heard of?
Yeah, what happened here a couple of days ago?
Well, outside of here.
Have you heard anything else like that, but somewhere else? Like Venus activity, The Walking Dead?
Not recently. Now, town's been a little slow after that.
You think more people would be into drinking after that?
Oh, I mean, I have my usuals, but I mean, I'm talking outsiders and such.
Fair enough. Seen what the town does to outsiders already. So yeah, okay. Sorry for taking up your time. I'm sure you're busy.
He's just like, I'm not really that busy. I mean, if you'd answer my question, I might be able to help you with something here. I mean, what kind of work are you looking for? Like I said, are you just looking just to work? Are you looking to join a guild? Are you?
Well, we're in a group of 7 people, and I don't want to speak for the rest of them about shacking up with the guild. But I think just like a general gig, I'm good at punching people. And also I can say a few prayers and Hail Marys and make the dead run away.
Well, I mean, as I said, you could go from town to town randomly, and that might net you something. If you, like I said, if you are looking for more of a guild work or something like that, obviously one of the bigger cities would be better. Closest to us, your choices are probably Allsuphold or Nightingale.
All right.
If you want something bigger than that, there's always Tolbera. Probably, as he looks over at you guys, probably wouldn't be able to get into Messistera.
Oh, why is that?
Oh, it's the capital. Kind of hard to get in there unless you actually have business there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's out west. Let's see here. But yeah, I mean, generally probably find a lot more work in the bigger cities. Might be able to find offshoots of guilds and such there too. Generally a lot of the guilds are kept in Messistera or Tolbera. I would say, yeah, Tolbera. The name sounds familiar to you,
Sure.
Ane. And yeah, Umi's there too. So yeah, the name's also familiar to you too, Umi.
Cool. Maybe we'll check that place out. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you very much.
mean, like I said, if you're looking for a really big city, Tolbera would definitely be your best bet. Like I said, a lot of the guilds are there. They get a lot of trade through, especially considering where they're located. Um, you know, also, it's the other side of Preoli, so might be able to find a little bit more laxed over there as opposed to over here.
Well, the merchant that owns this wagon, which direction did he leave town at?
There's only one way out of town via the roads.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. Not that hard. You're assuming you probably stuck to the roads and didn't just randomly go out in the woods. Okay.
All right, so we got a loose plan. Should we
Cool.
go pick up our friends?
Yes.
Okay.
I swig the last of my ale.
All right.
Let's go.
You belch.
I guess she's not dignifying you with an answer to that.
Nope.
Anyways, all right. So as you guys go get the wagons and proceed to, I guess, head back to the caves to go pick up the rest of your party. It's a little slower going because of the terrain and stuff. These wagons are definitely better suited to roads. It probably takes you about 2 hours to get out there. The two drivers, go ahead and roll me animal handling checks.
Ooh, okay. That is me and Feugy.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's go, Harry Trotter.
Easy enough. Okay. Harry Trotter and Thick 1 and Thick 2, apparently.
Yeah, I gotta come up with names.
As you guys eventually make it back to the rest of your group. The rest of you, I guess it's been a decent while, so a couple of animal handling checks for taking care of babies.
Can we like kind of assist each other since it was a team effort as opposed to we're trying to learn from what Ane and Pazuzu said, and then maybe Rue potentially. Did you ever read up on? You mentioned about the mother and stuff like that. In theory, Rue seems to know how to do it. Could we kind of work together to attempt to nurse them?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
no, that's fine.
Okay.
I can allow an advantage check or
And-
individual.
And Goosewaddle's over here just being like, "You're doing it wrong."
Pretty much. I don't
All right.
know.
Out of the three of us, who has the highest animal handling?
I have a 0.
I have a 1.
It's all you.
All right.
Your
sorry, I was
animal
playing with the
handlers
cat.
currently, your animal handlers currently went to go pick up
Yeah.
horses.
Whoa,
Okay.
Duck has a +2.
Oh my god. Duck has a +2?
Yes.
And
I tried
Duck
to
Duck's
say it
kind
before
of
the
an
roll happened.
animal.
Yeah, but
Huh?
you gotta remember here too. It's
Duck-
you gotta think here. How is a robot going to animal handle? You know, it has to
Yeah.
also make sense. So,
Oh man. Well, 6
6.
just takes me a very long time.
They're not eating very well.
Well, that's just the first feeding, so we got to do it again, right?
Yeah, like I said.
All right, let's try again. Come on, babies. Go ahead,
Do
Rue.
you want someone else to take over for the next one?
Yeah, go ahead, Rue. You try.
Okay.
2 natural ones.
I guess I'll get the next one.
Okay. Do I still am I still getting assistance on this?
Oh
yeah, you
Yes,
guys
yes.
are helping each other out. That's fine.
Yeah.
19, definitely doing better this time.
And then a third round.
Yeah, like I said, probably got a feeling that these still trying to get used to this, not what they were originally used to substance. Anyways.
All right, here's some snake eyes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good job.
You know, taking care of them and such, and yeah, I'd say probably with this animal handling checks, you guys realize it's been a while since they haven't, since they've relieved themselves. So eventually realizing that they probably need help with that too, I would say, with these animal handling checks.
Wait,
figure-
what?
do
We gotta hold
figure-
it for him?
We have to like get like a
Stimulate
little wet
them.
and
Oh
stimulate
no!
them.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Where's Pazuzu to cuddle up with him when you need him?
Currently out getting horses and coming back. As the rest of your group comes back, it's getting pretty late already. I mean, we're already looking probably about 6 o'clock the next day. at this point.
I have a dumb question, but can Pazuzu study these creatures and make it so he can become one as a wild shape?
See, that's the thing with wild shape. Wild shape is restrict the beasts, and these things are monstrosities.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah, so unfortunately...
he's a cute little monstrosity.
So he can be a goat then?
He could be a goat, he could be...
a goat.
He could be a goat, he could be a... Later on, he could be an owl when he gets the advantage of flying speed.
Can Pazuzu be a female goat?
No, Pazuzu doesn't gender swap.
Okay.
You know, if worse comes to worse, Pazuzu can be our draft horse.
That is true.
That is true.
For an hour at a time, for 2 hours and then an hour break. 2 hours and then an hour break.
I mean, if it comes down to it.
I mean, with this group's luck of wagons, was it Curse of Strahd? We tried taking a wagon up a mountain and it rolled or something?
Yes, and it was rigged with explosives.
Yeah, and so good thing we got more than one wagon. That's all I'm saying.
The wagon was rigged with explosives until that in-game day, I think. That's what I remember.
Yeah, there's some... I forgot if you guys got the explosives out before or afterhand, but yeah, you guys did eventually end up rolling the wagon because you decided to take a wagon through really rocky, mountainy terrain, so...
Sounds like something we would have done in Strahd, yeah.
Yeah, so...
And it landed on somebody, didn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't me. I ducked.
I think it killed Lonnie's cat. That's what I remember. Lonnie's cat dying. You know, she found a cat doing something, and then she's like, "I ain't taking this cat," and then it died and became a ghost cat.
Yes.
But anyways.
Yes.
Yeah, so like I said, we're looking about 6, 7 o'clock by the time that you guys finally return to the rest of the group. It's information in hand. Discuss where you guys are wanting to go. I guess take another long rest, a couple watches, and a couple more animal feedings, and then hit the road in the morning.
Well, first, Goosewaddle wants to go over to take care of what Aster owes for the grain. What kind of coin did you actually put in the bag? I want to dig it out.
I took out one electrum, and I did remove that from my sheet.
How much is an electrum to a copper?
Electrum to a copper. Give me a second here.
I think it's 20 or something.
One electrum is worth 5 silver, which is worth 10 copper. He basically put in 50 copper pieces.
Oh, so if you give me another 50, we'll be square. And then Goose says he'll throw something in for you if you make good on the other 50 copper.
Okay, I'll do that. Whatever.
Okay, and he hands you a token, and then he says, "You got 3 options for this, and I'll make it permanent for you. You can either make it a light. I can make this token into a light. You can record a message into it, and it'll play it whenever you want. Or later, you can inscribe a recorded message up to 25 words long. So I'll let your choice on this. Pleasure doing business."
Okay, I will think on that.
Okay, and I give him the token. And then
Okay. So, what direction are you guys heading in with the information that you've been given?
So we don't have a lot of information regarding where the outsider doctor guy went, right? Like, we don't.
You guys were, I mean, he was, you were told he probably went to you kind of judging and stuff, he's probably more than likely at the crossroads, if you look at your map from Rio style. It seems like the most logical, just thinking about it logically, that's like the most logical place to go.
Okay. If we're following the roads, we'll have to go there anyway, so.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, you'd be going there, but then after there, where are you guys thinking about going?
Were we gonna start heading towards?
You want to try Nightingale since it's closer?
Yeah, and it seemed like they seemed nice when Umi and I were there. Right, we had a pretty positive experience there. They were celebrating my god.
Oh.
Yeah, you had a festival that you were there too. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So then that basically gives you. Yeah, probably the quickest way to get there would be the way that you walked to originally get here, which would be go through Osgray to Bernie Mouth down to Nightingale.
Okay.
What?
Bournemouth?
Bournemouth, yeah. Okay. These are your names. You made them.
Yeah.
Okay. Woo. So let's. We haven't done any fighting since the last long rest, so I assume that pretty much goes without any drama, right? Or are we just like doing our watches and stuff?
Yeah, just I do watches and I'll do a couple of checks just to make sure that nothing interesting
Is it still
happens.
light out?
No, it's like 7 o'clock by the time you guys get back.
I'll take first watch, and so will my owl, and I will make Owl go high up in tree and use my owl eyes.
Okay.
I'll take third
for my watch.
Okay. Before we get to watches, though, I think we need a couple of more baby checks.
All right. Can we again try team effort for those of us who are?
Yep.
Yeah, I have a pretty decent animal handling, so I can help out before I do watch, since this is pre-watches.
Yeah, is that possible?
Yeah, no, it's doable.
Okay, so I'm gonna take it as I'm observing Ane feed the babies to attempt to learn.
Okay. So I'm rolling twice is how that works. Okay.
What I'm hoping is if the DM's okay with that.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like
masterfully,
a pro.
Yeah, like a pro. Pretty good about getting this done. They seem to actually they seem to have actually gotten probably their first good meal in a long while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably need about 2 more, and then I'll probably take it for that before we go into checks.
Over how much time is this occurring?
The babies need to eat like every 3 hours or so.
Okay, yeah, we got the day. I think this is going through the night now, right?
Oh, okay. How about Pazuzu takes 2 and then I take the third?
Okay.
Does that work?
Okay. I mean, I'd like to be awake for one of the rounds, so I was assisting on the first one. So.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't really awake for that round.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing this as part of our watch.
No, this is
before.
I'm having trouble with the timeline.
The one that you rolled first probably would have been before watch. The second one would probably be during your watch. And then probably one more, and then so okay. So that would have been during your watch, and then I need one more that's not Pazuzu or Ane, because Ane's probably went to bed at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Duck's got this.
All right.
Not Duck. Goose got this.
And who's doing second watch? I have first watch, but I don't have second.
Gooses.
Okay.
And Freya's doing third.
Well, if that's now,
I can
yeah,
do the second watch.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, not so great with those last two feedings, but anyways. Okay, so go ahead and Ane, go ahead and roll me a watch.
Okay, so perception.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Oh, because I am using my owl vision, do I get keen sight?
Yeah, go ahead.
And I roll as my owl.
Yeah, if you're doing it through your owl, yeah, rolls.
Okay, let me get that character sheet up.
And Duck Duck is helping, I guess.
Yep.
So advantage, everybody.
Nice.
22. Yeah, is your owl sits perched in the tree, looking around as you're sitting there in owl vision mode. Doesn't seem like anything out of the ordinary happens.
Mhm.
Kind of wondering if these creatures might have scared off anything that might have been, to a certain extent, I mean, these creatures were pretty decently big, so they could have scared off other smaller creatures that could have been a threat. Who knows? Anyways, second watch, that would be Harrow.
Okay. Since Duck is helping me, I'm gonna go ahead and roll at advantage.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Again, doesn't seem like anything out of the ordinary as you managed to keep your attention and your wits among
It's among me.
yeah, managed to keep everything pretty, pretty. Doesn't seem like there's any issues. And finally, Freya's taken up last watch.
Oh dear.
Okay. As you're sitting there, seem like you're a little bit distracted. Uh,
I'm worried about these babies.
yeah. Is you is you're s- is you're sitting there. Um, let me check something real quick. Your mind's kind of off on other things, but it doesn't seem like anything out of the ordinary seems to have happened. Seems like you guys were pretty well off. As the next day seems to come into view, as the sun begins to rise.
Oh, Hesper, I need to be heading up to bed sometime soon.
Okay. Um, I think we could get to that point, and I don't think it would take too terribly long. And once we get to that point, that'd give you guys enough time to just kind of to figure out exactly what you guys want to do.
Okay.
It sounds like Nightingale, but might not be. Just kind of give that into play, but I wouldn't think that would take too terribly long. All right, so it's like I said, the next day seems to come as you guys are now getting well, I guess I'll go ahead and use that. I don't really have a good general travel map. I'll have to figure picture, so I'll just use that for right now. As you guys, I guess, start loading up the wagon and such.
All right. Well, we set up the babies, and the goats will ride. I think we're gonna be riding slowly the carts. I'm assuming, so the goats don't get knocked around, or what's the plan?
Oh wait, it's a new day. Hesper, what's the weather?
What's the weather? It's sunny and hot.
Thank
Hate
you.
that.
Possible chance of scattered showers here and there.
No dragons. I mean, sorry, it's an inside joke.
All right. So are you loading the goats up in the wagon?
I think so.
Okay. All right. So you load these babies up, load the goats up, get into the wagons, and I guess, yeah, like I said, probably pretty early. Probably looking about, because you guys probably, I guess, went to bed again or real early. Probably about 6 o'clock in the morning as you guys start heading back to the outskirts of Rio Style.
Mhm.
Same two drivers.
Yeah, they're the best
Yeah.
drivers we have.
I
Okay.
guess, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and roll me animal handling checks. And is anybody what's everybody else doing on the wagon trips? Should I ask?
I'm wrapping the kittens, the cubs, in my bedroll and cradling them in the wagon, one of the wagons, and preferably the wagons with, I guess, the goats, because that way I can nurse them easily.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming you guys probably put all that stuff in the covered wagon, since the other wagon
Yeah.
you're hoping the other guy is going to be there. So,
Sure.
all right. So you're taking care of babies.
Mm-hmm.
I want to pull out my jeweler's kit and just kind of tinker around with a piece of jewelry.
While the wagon's moving?
Yeah, because you make it with, like, what's that stuff called? Wire first.
Oh, did you want to be in the soft covered wagon then?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you, you don't have materials to make that, so they're really.
Even though I have a
Yeah.
jeweler's kit?
You have to buy the materials.
Yeah, you have to buy the materials separate. So.
Rue will sit in the other wagon, so that way there's not a bunch of people crowding the babies.
Uh-huh.
And unless someone asks him to do something, and he'll assist when asked. But other than that, he's just going to take out the journal and continue working on the cipher.
Okay, easy enough.
Duck or Goose is riding Duck alongside the wagons.
Okay. All right. I need to check and see if they will need to keep pace with you, or basically I need to see what because I think I know what the speed of Duck is.
Oh, are these horses pretty fast? Sorry, I was just going off of normal draft horses. Like, never mind.
I'm checking some things real quick.
D&D draft horses is an average 60 feet.
Is that right for the draft horses? I could have sworn they were a little bit slower than that. Yeah, are you sure you're not thinking of the riding horses?
Possibly.
Yeah, draft horses are also 40.
Okay, then I'm good. I was going to say, otherwise, how am I to load up? They'd have to keep pace with me unless you're going to load up a robot. See, we're good. My speed's 40 feet too.
Yeah, so that should be fine. Let's see here. So you're riding Duck, driving. Harrow's taking care of babies. You're doing a cipher. So Umi, since I kind of shot down your jeweler's idea, what are you doing, and what is Freyja doing?
Is there room next to the drivers to like sit with them?
Yeah. If you wanted to look out or something, yeah, you definitely could do that.
I'll sit with Pazuzu.
Okay.
All right, I guess I'm pulling out my playing card set. I'm gonna play solitaire.
Okay, you're gonna play solitaire.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, I have a charlatan's die. Do you want some dice?
For solitaire?
I mean, just to play whatever. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Play dice in an alley.
Get arrested for it?
Yeah, I let you borrow my charlatan's die. I guess it's like weighted on a certain number. Is that why it's a charlatan's die?
Well, if you'd read the description, it'd tell you what it does.
There's descriptions for. Hold on.
Yeah, it should.
Oh, yeah, I guess I do have that. Oh,
Yeah,
neat.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Nobody checks their magic items that I gave them.
I didn't expect this to be a magic item. It requires attunement.
Yep.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
So for Lonnie, it's just a regular die. For you,
I can mess with her.
Oh no.
all right.
You know what, Hesper? Before we go out, I'm gonna take out my decanter of endless water, and I'm gonna say fountain to produce 5 gallons of water so the horses can have a drink.
Okay. Even though before you guys left, I don't know if I showed you, but there's a big kind of pond current there, but
So I know, but I've used my magical item.
And while we're writing, I'm gonna play my pan flute of illusions and create a 15-foot sphere centered on my flute, and it will have it'll have a spectral dancer dancing on the road as we go.
Okay.
Yeah, there's all these weird, wacky items I gave you guys, and nobody checked any of them. What they do?
I didn't know any of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, that's what I'll do.
Okay. All right. So.
Okay, so I'm rolling normal.
So yeah, like I said, a couple of animal handling checks. Okay, it's a little rougher getting him out of here than it was getting him here, but you guys eventually do make him out of here, and I'm guessing you guys are going to go down the road. When you guys get the real style and start going to the actual thing, are you going slow pace, normal pace, or fast pace?
Probably normal.
Normal pace, yeah.
Yeah, I think normal.
Okay. Just trying to remember here. I thought I had it written down somewhere, but I think
Yeah, we're not hiding from somebody, and we're not chasing something. So
yeah. Give me a second here. So it's the speed times 8 hours of travel day. So you'd be able to make it 32 miles going at a normal pace. If you guys went at a fast pace, it would get you about 40 miles.
How far to the crossroads?
The would probably be about 40 miles, give or take.
Okay.
Unless you guys decided to try doing some forced marching, which would mean Constitution saving throws and possible exhaustion for every hour at past 8 hours.
Is there anything at this crossroads, or is it just a crossroad?
It's just where it kind of intersects, like this road that goes east and west and up north towards Rio Style. That's pretty much it.
Potentially the guy that was attacked might be there kind of recovering.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is up to you guys if you guys want to go at a fast pace and possibly get to this crossroad intersection area before nightfall, or what?
yeah, probably sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys decide to leave Rio Style behind you and start setting off on your adventure. Perceptioner, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Just to clarify, wasn't Feugy gonna sleep at one point?
Huh?
Weren't we gonna wrap up sooner? Because Feugy needs to sleep.
We're trying to get to the crossroads, yeah.
Yeah, trying to get to the crossroads, so I have a good stopping point. I was thinking we might be able to get through the crossroads, but I don't think so. I think we'll just get to that point. Okay. Doesn't seem like anything's dangerous to you. You're just kind of riding along. More interested in seeing I guess are you guys running with the two horses with the hard cover in the front, or are you guys running with the mangy horse and the soft cover in the front?
Pazuzu?
I guess the mangy horse. Harry Trotter is leading the way.
Okay. So yeah. You're just more interested in seeing what's going on, or more interested in watching Pazuzu control a horse than really what's going on around you.
And also, I'm playing my my illusion flute. So.
Yeah, you're a bit distracted. Anyways, as you guys go along, like I said, about 8 hours of actual on-road travel, plus in between breaks, the water the horses, feed the horses, break the horses.
We're breaking the horses?
Giving them a break, yeah. Not that kind of breaking. Just giving them a break. But anyways, you guys, like I said, 2, 8. Okay, so you guys left about 6. Take you guys, so that'd be about 8. So yeah, probably get to about 6 o'clock before you guys manage to get to the crossroads at night. As you guys begin to approach, you do notice it seems like that there seems to be a fire off in the distance and a couple of other wagons sitting here at this crossroads. And as I said, this is where we'll end up picking up since Feugy probably wants to get ready and go to bed here.
Signs of people.
Yay.
Yeah. So remember, next week, unfortunately, we don't have D&D.
I think for 2 weeks. It would be next week and then the following weekend, right? So two.
That's what it sounded like to me. Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 no session.
No, we should be fine on the 5th, shouldn't we?
We'll see.
Bubba said he wouldn't be there for that weekend, right?
No,
he said. No, I said July.
No,
That's
July.
married in July.
Yeah, July.
Oh,
July
you kept
3rd
saying
and 10th.
June. You kept saying
No.
June. And I was like, oh, June. Okay, that's pretty close. So you meant July.
Hesper?
Yeah, you kept saying June.
No, he said July.
Oh,
I mean, I know
June 3rd.
there's the bachelor party for June.
Okay.
Yeah, you might have heard that.
Okay. All right. Well.
But anyways, yeah. We'll try to reconvene back up on the 5th. Oh crap. Who got inspiration last time?
Me.
Oh, okay. So you got inspiration. So who?
Bubba, sorry. Never picked because he wasn't there. Right?
Something
That's
like
true.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I guess
we
I'll
just
go
said
ahead.
Bubba picked her.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, who gets inspiration?
Wait, me or Bubba?
I would. Bubba, do you really want to hand out inspiration, or you act like you weren't really paying
Am
attention?
I handing it out?
Yeah, handing one out to somebody.
Bubba has not been here for the very end of any session.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, I go. So I was like, "What are you talking about?" If I'm
So he
doing
doesn't even know about this.
Yeah,
I know
you know
what
what?
of it. I don't know what we're doing at the end of it.
Yeah,
Because I talked about it.
I'll just let you deal with it, Khaleesi. So you go ahead and hand it out. That way, Bubba knows what we're doing.
I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna give it to Cados because she milked dead chimeras.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
She created the best
that's...
moment of pure fucking chaos that we've had in a while.
That is well deserved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
So
she really took one for the team there.
Roll to milk these corpses.
Yeah. So basically the idea, Bubba, is at the end of the session, I ask who got the inspiration last. So last time we gave it to Khaleesi because you weren't here to be able to give it away, and I wasn't able to ask you about it. So we went ahead and just did that. So basically, because Khaleesi had it last time, she gets to choose somebody who wasn't the person who gave it to her last time, and gets to choose to hand it out to somebody.
Okay, so this will be something that I will probably never see, so it's okay.
Well, you said you're starting to work at night, so
that's only this week.
Oh, I
So,
thought
yeah.
that was a
Nope.
permanent thing. Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
thank God, no. So
I think a lot of people have inspiration, so some people might want to start thinking about using their inspiration up on their rolls.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, good night, everybody.
All right. Good night.
Take care.
Right.